Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Whit from the 6 coming at you guys with the patch 2 notes for NBA 2K21. So we all know recently 2K dropped the patch just probably about a couple days ago, and it was a pretty significant patch that they had a lot of updates. So I'm pretty much just gonna be going over all of the different changes that they made. The link to the patch notes, I'm gonna put it in the description. So if you want to just click on the link down below and go over everything, but I'm just gonna let this gameplay ride and pretty much just talk about everything over top of this gameplay. Yeah, so just go ahead and drop a like on this video, man. I'm gonna give y'all a couple seconds to do that.
All aboard!
I appreciate y'all for whoever did that, man. We grinding, baby, we grinding. So starting out general, so in the general changes, so they added a new pro stick aiming or shot timing selector. So whenever you first loaded up the game, you'll now have the option to choose between using the new pro stick aiming mechanic or the traditional shot timing mechanic. Your settings file will be updated with the appropriate selection. As always, you can visit the settings at any time to update your shooting preference. So pretty much they added it, and I remember when they did this. So when patch 2 released, you had the option to choose if you wanted to use the pro stick aiming mechanic or the traditional shot timing. So me personally, I actually use the shot aiming mechanic, bro. I feel like shot aiming, man, is just next level, bro. It just helps me just do a lot of crazy shots and pull off a lot of different things that I don't normally be able to do. So I use shot aiming. I recommend that y'all do, but it's whatever y'all want to do. So next, fix several hangs that could happen when entering and exiting various game modes during the same session or when idling out of certain areas. I mean, I get dashboarded on Xbox from time to time in the playground, but it's not too bad, but it is what it is. Andrew Wiggins now appears with updated facial hair to more accurately represent his appearance. So apparently they updated Andrew Wiggins and whatever he got going on, so that's cool. And that's general. So going with the gameplay, so this is what really matters the most, man. So a gameplay. First thing, so they enabled the ability to use pro stick aiming with the shot meter setting turned off. So pause on that real quick. So how do you use, when I read this for the first time and it actually confused me. So how can you use the pro stick shot aiming? Like, how can you aim something when the meter setting is turned off? It don't make sense to me. Leave a comment down below if that makes sense to you. Let me know how you do something like that, because I'm very curious. Okay, so and then next up, ideal shot aiming point now determined by how slowly or quickly the pro stick is initially deflected when starting a shot. A slow flick will move the ideal aim point to the left, while a fast flick will move the ideal point to the right, giving players more consistency with pro stick shooting. I mean, even though I use the shot aiming, when I flick it down, I don't really, sometimes it pops up on the left side, sometimes it pops on the right side. I haven't really mastered that. It's a kind of weird change, but I'm getting used to it. Changed ante up to use competitive slider settings, and that's good, because I remember I used to go in ante up and it'd be too easy in there. When the shot feedback setting is set to off, players and opponents will no longer see excellent release green light animation. So if you don't really care about the opponent greening up everything, you don't really want to see that, just turn the shot feedback meter off and you will only see your shot feedback and nobody else's. They also fixed unwanted fadeaway shots that were playing after immediately shooting out of certain dribble moves. So you be comboing up ISO, the next thing you know, you try to, out of a dribble move, you try to shoot and then he do some weird fade. I had that experience a lot of different times. They say they cleaned that up, so go try it out. Let me know how that works. I haven't had a chance to try that out yet, but let me know, go try it out. Improved standing dunk reliability when using the pro stick. So this was a big thing. I know as a big man, I got a couple big men, and when I'm underneath the basket and I want to use the pro stick to like the actual stick to try to lay the ball up or dunk, sometimes, man, with the shot aiming, you miss a lot of layups just because it's kind of weird. But they said they increased the standing dunk reliability, so that's pretty good on that. I'm excited about that. They said that they disabled the double team indicator in an effort to clean up the on-screen UI based on community feedback. So when you call for double team and you're double teaming an opponent, normally like the double team, the people who are double teaming you last year, the people who were double teaming you, like they had like red circles under their feet indicating where the double team was coming from, and this and this and that. But they took that away, and they just took it away, I guess. Let's see. Moving on. Added the ability to shoot driving floaters from further away from the basket. Okay, so I'm gonna do a separate video just on driving floaters, man, because floaters this year, if you have the right badge set up and if you know what you're doing, floaters are very, very deadly this year. So I'm gonna dive into that for my advanced finishers. Moving part dribble moves were remapped to holds on the pro stick, allowing continued use of hard stops with LT after unlocking the park handles badge. So Mike Wang here recently, there's been a lot of commotion about when it comes to just the park dribble moves. I think at this point in age, Mike Wang is actually on the verge of removing park dribble moves altogether, you know, so we'll see where that goes. But I don't really use park dribbles like that, so we'll just see how that goes. If you do use it, you know, that's the information for you. Just hold the pro stick and you'll be good. Cleaned up some animation pops in the dribble move system. So they said they cleaned up some dribble pops in the animation dribble move system. Fixed ball physics bugs when shot timing was set to real player percentage. So if you shoot, I mean, I don't shoot on real player percentage, I like shot timing, but if you shoot on real player percentage, they said they fixed the ball physics. And last but not least, for gameplay, they toned down the effectiveness of the lead to pass feature to prevent exploits. So apparently that there was a lot of exploiting going on whenever the lead to pass feature was on. I don't know what's going on with that. All right, so that's gameplay. So excited about some of those gameplay features. Next is mycareer. So in the mycareer section, they said they fixed a Pro-Am 3v3 hang that was being reported by the community. I haven't played 3v3 Pro-Am yet. I expect to get into that a lot more frequently here real soon. They said they fixed a hang that some users reported when entering, exiting cages. Addressed a case where some users reported loss of control of their myplayer during gameplay. So I guess people are just losing control of their myplayers here recently, which is kind of weird. Fixed an issue in mycourt where the player was unable to finish some mini games with certain NBA players as AI. So they said they fixed a hang that could happen at the start of a 3-on-3 game in mycourt. Fixed an issue where fan growth in park games was not properly accumulating. Addressed an issue where custom shoes were sometimes not showing up properly on other players in the beach. So custom shoes, so if you're making custom shoes, then it's a good chance that it's not going to show up right. Fixed a hang that some users reported when transitioning between beach instances. And users will now receive the correct scene after winning the college championship. So those are the mycareer team. They got that's the mycareer changes. My team, they have a few changes. They fixed a hang that would occur if the user was tracking an expired agenda. Fixed an issue where the progress bar would fail to show progress on the agenda tracker. And last but not least for my team, fixed user interface issues when applying and upgrading badges to player cards. So those are the couple changes. They also have my league and my GM. I'll leave that for the my league and my GM users and players on there. All right, so that's pretty much all of the patch 2 updates and notes. Like I said, I'll have the link to this notes and everything in my description. So I appreciate everybody who took the time to listen. As far as my initial 2K21 thoughts, man, I really enjoyed 2K21. It's been a lot of fun. As far as my dribbling, I'm a slash and playmaker, and it's been a lot of fun actually getting out there and just having fun. So I appreciate everybody who came and checked out this video. Drop a like if you haven't, subscribe if you're new. We almost at 200 subs, and I appreciate y'all, man. Holla at y'all on the next one.